Hey guys, this is Jonathan, what I call it attraction. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you understand attraction. Excuse me. So today we're going to talk about men and women both being proactive. Is it possible for a proactive man and a proactive woman to coexist? So essentially, these are both high value people, high value male and a high value female. Can they both coexist in terms of being proactive? So everyone, not everyone, but most people is like looking for quote unquote the one. Everybody, it seems like that they're looking for the one, and they don't know who it's going to be, or they feel like there's one soulmate that God created only for them, and it's only that person, and one day they might find him or her and might run into them, if nature, or if God is on their side, or if nature is on their side, then they will. But if they got bad luck, or or not good standing, then maybe they just never will. And this is a toxic belief, because I guess really what it does is it gives you the false notion that it's God or the creator, or it's basically the world working with you or going against you. And that's not how it works. It's not that nature or God is going against you when you don't get the person you want, and it's not that he's on your side when you do get the person you want. But we all have free will. That's the thing about this, is we all have free will to make the decisions that we make. Some people make the decision to be with someone before marriage. Some make the decision to be with someone who has kids, even though they don't have kids. Those are decisions they made. No one forced them to make that decision. There is no standard or rule book to say how you're going to do it. Now, in life, there is wise, guidance to follow when you're doing something, So whether you're religious or not, there is a wise guidance to follow, and either you follow it or you don't, but there is a wise way to go about it. But there is, that's a big misconception that there's some, life-size energy that's either with you or not with you, based off of just based off of chance. Because basically they're saying, well, it's a chance I can meet them, or it's a chance that I might not. So basically, this life-size energy, whether you call it God, you call it the creator, whatever higher power there is to you in your life, you're saying that higher power is only is by chance that you find your mate, or you don't find them. It's rolling the dice. But just me, even though my high power is the Almighty God from the Holy Bible, with me, acknowledging and knowing that, even in my Bible, like this is a false concept. So even you got Christian people who follow or claim to follow the Bible, and they have this kind of idea too, that it's a rolling the dice kind of thing. It's a chance. It's a chance I could get, it's a chance I might not. I mean, that's not what the Bible teaches. It's totally like something that people eisegeted. That means something that they, like a notion they created in their mind, and they kind of made it to be in the Bible, even though it isn't. It's their tradition. It's not what the Bible teaches. It's not absolute truth, But one thing that is absolute truth is we have free will. So what that says is there is no chance this or chance that. No, we have free will. When we make a free will decision, every single decision we make, whether it's a good decision or a bad decision, it has a consequence, whether it's a good consequence or a bad consequence. If you plant apple seeds, that's a good action. That's not a bad action. When you do that good action of planting apple seeds, you get the good consequence of growing an apple tree. You know, so every action has a reaction, no matter whether it's good or it's bad. You know, if you if you make yourself a priority and you put yourself first and you love yourself unconditionally before anything else, that's a good action, by the way. When you do that, you're creating an atmosphere for the person to come into your life. You're creating a space for that person to come into your life and occupy when you do that. You know, so that's the reaction based off of the action of fixing yourself up and getting yourself right. Because when you do that, there's a certain energy that you give off by doing that. And when you do that and you give off that energy attracts like-minded people that's in a similar boat that you're in, and that's how that person comes into your life to occupy that space. You create it, so it's based off your action. It's not a chance thing. It's not oh, maybe one day this just might happen. It might fall in my lap. I may see her. I may encounter her. No, that's foolery. You know, it's your actions that's gonna do it. It's your hard work planting in the fields that you're gonna grow a tree. It's not just gonna grow because you want it to grow. This is nonsense. In any other area in life, logically, people will be able to see that it doesn't work this way. But in order for you to receive whatever great benefit that you think is great to you in your life, in order for you to receive it in any other area in life, you have to work for it. It's not just going to fall out the sky. It's not just going to come. Okay? So every person has the potential of being the one, but most likely it would take you to bring it out of them. And that comes from you fulfilling yourself and you being your own light. You know, you creating this atmosphere by loving yourself unconditionally. That will bring it out of the person. That will draw the person and attract them to you, you know. So find someone who is interested in the same things you are and simply make yourself available. Put yourself in their presence or orbit where they will step up to ask you out, or whether it's you asking them out, whatever the case. If you're confident and see yourself as a catch, as you should, the energy you give off will communicate to them you're awesome, you know, and they will want to commit to you and will want to love you. But first, you must love yourself enough to work on yourself, you know. And so this all stems back from you loving yourself, okay? You know, and when you love yourself, what do? You change your diet. You commit to a gym. You find a purpose, you know, something that you enjoy, you know, be consistent at it, you know, focus on it, you know, and your energy you give off will draw that person to you. They will see you for the confident, beautiful, passionate, you know, person that you are. And it will work from there. But we must crawl before we walk. We don't jump from A to Z. There's these steps in between that need to be implemented that will make the difference between you being happy in an awesome relationship or marriage with the one that you love, or being in a mediocre relationship with the one that you tolerate. You know, so these are the things that you guys have to think about. You know, so there's absolutely men and women can both be proactive. They can both set the board. Women can set the board in such a way where loving herself unconditionally, she creates that space for this high value male to come into her life, you know, and she controls the reins on that. She controls the reins of, you know, what's going on there. But the man, he also can set the board, you know, of what he wants in his life, and he controls the reins on that. And so it's like you equally can set the board, but on one accord, going for the same goals, because high value equals high value. High value wants high value. So what she wants in a high value relationship is going to be pretty similar to what he wants in a high value relationship. they go hand in hand. They coincide. Okay? So if you like the content in this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And remember, love inspires, endures, uplifts, and bears all things.